Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Small Brain Gang. We do only small brain things, and this is the Small Brain Podcast. Intro music.
Intro music.
I'm not sure if he's gonna cut this shit out, but I hope he does.
He's probably gonna cut this shit out.
Welcome back, everybody. We are your hosts today. My name is Luke Nero, and along with Ronan Maverick. Say hi, Ronan.
What's going on, everybody?
And welcome to the Small Brain Gang Podcast. And today we're going to be talking about viewer engagement and how to encourage viewer interaction. Last week's episode, we talked about low fluctuation days, and one of the last topics we talked about was how to encourage return viewers, and we're just picking up from there. First thing on the docket is lurkers. Yeah, lurkers are...
We love our lurkers.
We love our lurkers. Lurkers are a positive thing. A lot of people see lurkers and they can have their feelings hurt or just feel, I don't know, a little depressed about it because they see a bunch of people in chat, 5 people in chat, and no one talking. And they're like, am I just not interesting enough, or what's going on? That's kind of the wrong way of looking at it.
Yeah, and I can understand where people come from on that aspect where they see they have 5-10 people in their chat and no one's talking, because you're there to stream, you're there to build a community and stuff, and you just want to interact and talk and get to know people in your channel. But some people, they might be shy, they might not feel like talking at that point in time in the day or whatever, so they're just there to support you and just have fun and watch you play whatever game you're playing.
Yeah, they're there to support you, and lurkers are usually one of 2 people. One of the primary ones are people who want to support you but currently can't talk. That's one that we really found out after streaming for a while. Because me and Ronan, we have done everything wrong so many times that we know how not to do it, and that's what we're going to share with you guys. Lurkers are actually an honor, because they're people who want to support you, they want to be there for you, but currently can't be in chat. And so they will leave their computer running for you. Like, I don't know many people I would leave my computer overnight for, except for the people I really am interested in wanting to help them, to grow, and to support them.
And that lurkers are mainly people who want to support you, and we cannot enforce that enough. They want to support you. They want to be there for you. They're just busy with life also. They might be sleeping. They might be eating with family. They might be at work. I know a ton of lurkers that will just throw our streams up on their phone and just have it up at work. Working on school, working on their car. They might have other things going on. So they want to be there to support you. They just can't chat at that time.
Especially if you get a giant raid or you're around the end of your stream. Usually at those points, people are going to be going to bed depending on where they're at in the world. So people sleeping, that's a common thing, but they're leaving their computer on for you, and that's pretty dope. I don't know. I take it as an honor now, and I used to get annoyed when I just had to chat people and no one to talk to, but, they're there to see you, so keep being you. Even if they're not there, or they're just listening while folding laundry,
And, yeah, as a streamer, it might seem boring on your side, but you have to remember that you're streaming to be entertainment for other people. You're there to entertain your viewers and your chat, whether they're active or not. So for a lurker to, spend their time in your channel and not be chatting, it's still really good, because they're there because they want to see you. They want to be entertained by you. So just don't feel bad that you have, 5 lurkers at a time in your stream, or 10 lurkers in your stream, because they're there to support you. And that's the bottom line.
Yeah. And if they could also be new people, or people who are just shy. Me and Ronan, we were talking about this before we even got on the podcast today. One of our favorite lurkers is Twiz, because he's in both of our streams almost every single time. And when he first enters in there, he'll just do ... enter, and I'll be like, hey Twiz, what's up? And I'll hear nothing from Twiz for the rest of the stream.
Yeah, maybe or he'll just say like, hey. Yeah. I'll be like, oh, hey Twiz, what's going on? And then he just nopes out of there. Nope. He's still there, because I can see him on my viewer list.
Yeah.
But he's just there to watch.
He's there to watch, and a lot of the time he's hanging out with his daughter, and he's working on work and stuff, and so he is there supporting, but he just doesn't really want to talk. But occasionally, if you ask a question, you'll see him pop up and answer the question. You're like, oh, thanks, dude. Heck yeah, thanks for lurking.
I honestly forgot you were here, but yeah, thank you for sticking around.
So there's people who just don't want to talk, and that's perfectly fine. You are the entertainment, be the entertainer for them, and that's great.
Yeah, the best thing I feel so, I don't know how to describe it, like excited when I get to entertain for other people. That lurkers, like I see them there, and the biggest thing to do with lurkers is do not, and I repeat, do not call out your lurkers. Like I said before, I can see my viewer list. I can see who is currently viewing my channel. Do not call out your lurkers, because at that point they feel like called out, and they might feel bad, like, oh, I'm not chatting, so like, why am I here? Just leave them alone. They may be shy. They may have to warm up to how your chat flows, and then they'll come out of their bubble basically when they feel ready.
Yeah, I see so many smaller streamers on TikTok not doing this, and they post videos of them like, okay guys, like there's 10 of you here and none of you are talking, like what's going on? They get frustrated at they get frustrated at their audience for not engaging the way that they in their mind think that they're engaging. And I've seen people on TikTok call them out like, hey, Beastmaster69420, you just been sitting there, I seen you on the list, say something if you're here. Don't do that. Never do that.
Okay. I can't take this anymore. Apparently, Luke has lost his mind. He doesn't know what he's saying, and he keeps getting his words mixed up. By the way, this is Brandon. I'm the one doing all the fancy editing. I hope you're enjoying this podcast. Please excuse Luke as he's lost his brain. What he really meant to say was Twitch, not TikTok.
Really, because that is honestly, that can be a deal breaker for a lurker. Because they want to get to know you. They may not be active, but they want to get to know you, know your people who are active in chat. And see, they judged on themselves like, okay, am I going to fit in with this crowd? Am I going to get bullied in this crowd? Am I going to mesh and vibe really well with this crowd? They don't know. So they take their time and they find out whether they're going to enjoy actually being active and chatting and being part of the community.
Yeah, and there's still ways for them to participate even if they are lurking. I mean, as a perfect example is Twiz. We have chat games, we have polls, community nights, community games, channel points, and stream loot, stuff like that. And all the time, he will poke in there every once in a while. So he is still wanting to engage, just talking, not necessarily. And some streams he will talk the entire time, but most of the streams that he's been there, he mostly just lurks, and that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, like some lurkers, they'll come out of their shell every once in a while, and they'll type in your chat like, hey, how's it going? And then you answer their message, be like, oh, it's going pretty great, just playing some games of Apex. We've been losing all night long, usual.
Yeah, always.
And then like you go, well, how's your day been? What have you been up to? And then you don't hear from them. That's totally fine. That one step of asking how your games are going, that's one step they took to come out of their shell and be part of your community.
100%. Oh gosh, I can't say that anymore.
Stop you did it again. You
did
it again.
Fouts, cut it out. Cut out every time I say 100%.
Cut it out.
We won't pay you anymore.
And it was at this moment that Luke realized he doesn't tell the editor what to do. He, in fact, fucked up.
There's so many ways to actively, on the streamer side, to actively engage your lurkers. Not by chat, but like we said, there's chat games that you can play, whether it be through Twitch. They have a bunch of plugins and stuff that you can play with chat. And lurkers, honestly, I think lurkers play those quite a bit. They may not show it in chat, but I think they engage on those games because it's something they can play and be engaged with the community and the streamer without having to be directly recognized for it. And I think that's a big thing with lurkers. Like, they want to be a part of it, but they don't want to be, like, called out, and they don't want to have the spotlight on them. So they'll play those games. Polls are another big thing. There are plenty of sites where you can, start a poll, even on OBS. I do polls all the time. You just go start new poll, and it can be a question like, hey, what should I have for dinner? Cheese pizza or,
bacon.
For those listening at home, bacon is always the correct choice.
Bacon. and then you have your chat. You set a timer on it, and your chat will vote anonymously about what you should have for dinner. And then that's one big way to engage your community.
Yeah. Another type of viewer that you will encounter while streaming, and this is one of my favorite topics to talk about, because a lot of people disagree with me on this, but I have a very specific stance on trolls.
Trolls.
Troll
in the dungeon.
The feared word of trolls. Everyone fears the trolls on Twitch. Yeah, as I said,
trolls are funny.
They are.
Trolls are funny.
A lot of people disagree with me when it comes to trolls. In my personal opinion, my humble, stupid personal opinion, trolls are a part of the industry, and they're not going to go away. Me and Ron were talking about before the stream. They've been here since the dawn of the internet.
Yeah, trolls have been a part of not only the gaming industry, but the social media industry since the dawn of everything. The cavemen, I'm sure, had trolls.
Your friend group has trolls.
Ooga chaka burger burger, and they were like burger burger, and they were like, what? Why? I really worked hard on this, and they're like, yeah, it sucks. Anyway,
complaining about trolls, in my opinion, will change nothing. Trolls will be there, and if you complain about them, you're an easy target because they want to get a reaction out of you. This industry does require a thick skin, which if you don't have one when you start streaming, you will develop one relatively quick. And there are a few tricks and tips to get there. One thing is just some words that my dad always told me growing up. You know, we always had that sticks and stones may break your bones,
but whips and chains excite me.
I knew you were going to say that. But, you know, words never harm me, you know, and that was something that we've learned later on, that words do hurt, and they can hurt a lot. But my dad always told me growing up, words are like arrows, and arrows hurt when they hit you. But depending on how thick your skin and how much armor you have, determines how deep that hurt goes. And so that just stuck with me always, where words do hurt if I give them the power to do so. And if I have the choice to have something hurt less, I'm going to choose to have it hurt less over hurt more. And so that's one way I've been able to take people's comments like, you know, oh, you're a fat Minecraft streamer. I'm just like, okay, cool, bro. Whatever. And just don't let it get to me, because, like, who cares what they say? There's some 32-year-old lonely guy who's just wanting to hurt me, and I don't really care about him that much.
And I want to add on to this as well, because I was learned and taught something from my mom, who is absolutely amazing. She did an amazing job raising me. But one of the biggest things, we teach self-defense seminars as well for a college back where she lives. And one thing she likes to continually bring up every class that we do is the opinions of people, like, out in the world don't really matter. Like, they do, especially as a streamer, they do, because you want people to like your content, and you want people to enjoy hanging out with you and stuff. But on the troll side, and this is and I quote, this is from her mouth, if you're not willing to share a bed with that person, their opinion of you does not matter. Whatever they say does not matter. It's only the people that you would be, and it's not like, you know, sleeping with a partner or sleeping with a wife or whatever. It's any person that you would enjoy or that you would share a space with. That's really what it breaks down to. Yeah. So when trolls come in and they start saying their derogatory things, or saying, oh, you suck and you are bad at this game, and, well, yeah, I am bad at this game, and it's fine. But you may say that, but these 10, 12, 20, 100 other people that are part of the community and active in chat have fun with me and have fun when we play this game. So your opinion, not that important to me.
If I choose to get offended by something someone said to me, I have given them more power than myself. I've given them the right to have more power over me, in my opinion. And so for me, I'm just like, I don't know this person well enough to give them any form of power over me at all. So I just, just let it go. How we're going to be going over how
go.
Let it go.
Oh, we're so going to get sued by Disney.
Oh man, finally. We're important, guys. We got sued.
We're important. That's the benchmark.
DMCA. So we're just going to go over different ways on how Ronan deals with trolls and how I deal with trolls, because you have to deal with trolls specifically on how your channel is designed, your community, and everything like that. The great part is me and Ronan, we share a lot of the same community members, so we're probably very similar. But how I deal with trolls is I troll them the fuck back. Who cares? They're there to ruin my stream. I'm going to have fun with it. I'm getting content out of this. So someone comes in.
It's like when you get called by the same telemarketer for the past month and a half, and you're finally like, all right, we're going to sit on the phone for 2 hours, and I'm going to make you waste your time and give me every single pitch you have in your arsenal just 100%. For me to go, not interested, and hang up on them.
So for me, like as I said before, I've gotten so many fat jokes. I'm a larger dude. I'll admit it. Who cares? I'm a large dude. I like food. Bacon's great. And so I got things like, hey, you're probably living in your mom's basement. At the time, me and my wife were in between houses before we got this apartment. And so we were actually staying at my parents' house. But we had the whole upstairs floor to ourselves. And so they're like, bet you live in your mom's basement. And I'm like, no, actually, she gave me their attic. It's quite nice. And I act all innocent as if I don't know they're trying to troll me. It's like, oh, you're so bad at this game. Yeah, I know. But hey, at least we have fun. Just troll them back. But the great part is, chat gets involved too. If it's a mild troll and they're just poking fun at me, I don't care. The chat gets involved, they troll them back, and most of the time they end up becoming a member of the community. Like that's how we got before I even met Ronan, one of my first followers was actually a troll, and I just interacted with him, and now he's one of the guys now, and it's hilarious. But if someone pokes one of our mods, I'm not even gonna get involved. That mod is going to take care of it, because our mods are great at knowing the line at which if they cross it, they just get banned.
For sure. Our mods have our 100%, and I'm not saying that as in, like, you know, I'm 100%. Taking over 100%. Our mods have our 100% trust and respect to do what we would do, basically, and how we think is right to deal with the trolls.
Yeah. And there's been one case I can think of to where one of my mods banned someone, and I'm like, I can see why. I just don't think it was that far, type of thing. And then they ended up unbanning them, and we continued the conversation. But
right, but you're also super forgiving and super nice.
I am nice. But most of the time, if a mod bans somebody, 100% deserved, don't even question it. Moving on. Not even worrying about it.
Exactly. And I have that same aspect on how I deal with trolls. If someone comes into my channel and is trolling super hard, and one of my mods just bans them right off the bat, I'm like, okay, cool. They must have done something that I didn't see or I didn't recognize as trolly, but it affected my mod and affected the community in a bad way. So I'm just like, all right, you're done. You're out. Mod says you're done. And that's perfectly fine. I might go back and look at what happened and then understand it better, because in the midst of streaming, you don't see everything that happens during chat. Your mods do, because they're there and watching every single thing that happens.
I don't even think you know this, but I've had this for a while. Do you know that if someone gets banned on my channel, I have a bot that automatically messages them?
No.
Yeah, it messages them after they get banned, and it says, "We're called the Small Brain Gang, not the No Brain Gang. Get your shit together." Because that's how I feel about it. If you get banned from the Small Brain Gang, you're just dumb.
that's got to be part of the merch. We're called the Small Brain Gang, not the No Brain Gang. Get your shit together. I love that line.
But great. We all know, if you are a streamer and you have somewhat of a community built, you know that the worst mod or the worst trolls you will ever get are your moderators. They'll troll the fuck out of you all the time. Oh,
for sure, because because you've given them the power.
Oh yeah,
beyond yourself, so they can do whatever they want. Mind you, they don't. They'll poke fun, and they won't troll as hard as like legit trolls.
And it's like
but
a brotherly
they'll ride
troll.
That line, and then you're like, just kidding, it's fine.
Yeah. And those are the people you trust. Like, most everyone in our community trolls us constantly. It's great. But mods especially, because they know they can't really get in trouble. There's nothing no one's going to do to them.
Yeah, exactly.
They have a sword next to their name. And so that's a good kind of troll. The troll where you're all just a family poking fun at each other on the dinner table type of thing. We love our trolls.
And that's honestly what the Small Brain Gang is. We're just a big family that just pokes fun, makes fun of each other, and it's all in great fun.
Yeah.
When I get like legit trolls in my channel, like the biggest ones are those bot ads that'll pop up in your chat like,
do you want to get famous?
Yeah, exactly. Do you want to get famous on Twitch? Do you want to be a partner on Twitch? Then buy viewers, buy follows, buy subscriptions here at this site. And I'm just like, hey, Caddyshack 76, go fuck yourself. And then at that point, my mod has already banned him. And so we just move on.
This may hurt you, and this is going to be the new segment of our show. What movies has Luke Nero not seen? I've never seen Caddyshack.
You've never seen Caddyshack?
Never seen Caddyshack.
One of the greatest movies. Like, I say that a lot, but there's a lot of great movies out there. You've never seen Caddyshack?
I've never seen Weekend at Bernie's either.
Okay, Luke, this is the editor's note. What the fuck is wrong with you? How have you not seen Caddyshack? How have you not watched Weekend at Bernie's? Get off your ass and watch some freaking movies.
Oh my god, Weekend at Bernie's was so good! It was so stupid, but it was so good! It's literally, the whole part is these two guys go on vacation.
Oh, I know what it's
hang
about.
out in this dead guy's house, and they have to make him, like, as a corpse, just act like he's alive, and he's like, yeah, these are my friends. And the way they do it is beautiful. But Caddyshack?
Never seen it. I don't get that reference. Again, I have
Oh
not
my
seen
goodness.
It. So
Luke, you're killing me, Smalls. I bet you don't even get that reference either.
I've seen Sandlot. Come on.
Oh my god, look at that, guys. He's seen a movie.
Don't you dare come at me like I haven't seen Sandlot. Come on, bro.
The planets are aligning. He's seen the Sandlot.
I angered, like, legit, to show how trolly our chat is. I comment. I said on stream I hadn't seen one movie, and everyone left my chat and went to Rowan's chat.
That's because I've seen movies.
Well, okay, guys. Can someone out there comment on our Twitter? By the way, we have a Twitter now, Small Brain Gang Podcast. Look us up and comment if you find us. Have you guys seen Nightmare Before Christmas? Am I the only one who hasn't seen it? Because that wasn't enough of an offense.
It's only a staple in both Halloween and Christmas movies. Two major holidays.
Which do you watch? Do you watch it on Halloween? Do you watch it on Christmas?
You watch it. I watch it all year round. I don't care if it's June.
I've just never seen it. But I said I never seen it, and everyone left. 10 people left my chat and all went to Ronan's.
Yeah, so we could talk about the movie and make quotes and have fun with the movie during.
We were in a Discord call at the time. It was the same stream. We were playing the same game.
I know, but oh god, I was thinking about you today, about all the movies I've watched and that you haven't seen, and I have a list of ones we're gonna discuss throughout the show.
We need to have an actual game. We need to have an actual game where, like, we get points for if you think I haven't seen a movie and I have seen it, and if I haven't seen a movie, you get a point.
Use that to engage your chat.
Yeah.
Use it as a poll. Be like, do you think I've seen this movie? Yes or no? And then your chat can engage with you and be like,
do you think I've seen Scooby-Doo? Turns out I haven't.
Turns out he hasn't. A staple in your childhood growth. That show teaches you everything you need to know about the world.
The funny thing is, my kids have seen every episode of Scooby-Doo. Every time it's on, I just am not that interested to actually watch.
And the worst part is, you've done this a lot on stream when we get into these conversations, is you start singing the What's New Scooby-Doo theme song.
What's New Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you.
You don't get to do that. You don't get to sing a song from a show or movie that you have never seen. It's horrific. And you should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm not. We just have movie nights. Let's just do that. Anyway, we should get back to the podcast.
Over on our Gilded, by the way, if you guys want to join our Gilded server, which is our home base for all of our community, where we show all of our love, and honestly, come over and just start berating Luke Nero about all the movies he hasn't seen, because that's
Oh my
pretty much a
gosh.
staple. But we do have weekly movie nights, which have changed from Mondays to Thursdays. I don't know if you saw that or not,
I
but
did
we're
not.
doing movie nights on Thursdays. So come over and watch a movie with us over on our Gilded, which you can find in the links down below.
What's the movie for tonight?
Back to the Future.
I've never seen it. I'm kidding. I've seen Back to the Future.
You make it so
my
hard
gosh.
to be your friend
Your
sometimes.
face. Oh my gosh. Anyway, we're in the middle of a podcast.
Yeah, back on topic.
Yeah.
Back on. I mean, that was a segment, but let's get back on topic here. We were at how I deal with trolls, and honestly, when I get a troll, like a legitimate troll in my channel, who's like, "You're a piece of shit and you suck at this game and you should just stop streaming," I'm like, "Have fun, bro," because the ban hammer's getting dropped immediately. Personally, I don't engage like you do, Luke. I don't try to out troll them. I'm just like, okay, I don't want your energy here. I don't want you to mess with my community, mess with my chat, mess with my vibe that I'm putting out on my stream. I just want you gone. I don't have time for it. My community doesn't have time for it. Later, dude. You're just done.
Well, see, for me, I don't know. A troll comes to get a reaction. And so if they get a reaction by being banned, I feel like they feel vindicated. They're like, oh yeah, new record, I got banned in a minute. Where me, if they never get that satisfaction, I feel like it's better.
That's true. I've actually seen streamers do this where they literally host a ban session. And this is for people that have like thousands of viewers. So they'll do a whole, basically it's like a just chatting stream where they just watch chat. And then anyone that says anything like derogatory or whatever, they're just like, and banned. And they do that for full streams.
But why? People
I don't know.
If you're drawing attention to it, people are going to do it just to push the line.
Right, and I guess it creates content. It's a weird niche of content for people who are, I don't know, people like to see people get banned, I guess.
I mean, I like to see people get banned. I definitely watch those videos. I think it's hilarious. It's
right.
content.
And so the people who are there just to watch the stream and have fun, they'll read the streamer will read the message out loud and be like, "Oh, and ban," and then they have a laugh at it after they're banned and they're gone. They just have a laugh about it, and then they just keep doing that for 6, 8, 10-hour streams. It's crazy.
I will say that this is a lot of advice coming from two dudes who don't have to deal with female trolls. In my personal opinion, if I was a female and I ever got someone like, "Show me your mommy milkers," man, there's no point. It's not a real account. It's not their main. There's no way someone goes to a girl's account on their main and does that. Not even a chance. Ban those guys right away. They're useless scum.
Yeah.
If you're gonna objectify women, like, there's ways to compliment women. Hey, you're looking good tonight. Cool. You just said a compliment. I don't talk to women very often, can you tell? I've been married too long. I don't know how to talk to normal women. But like, there's ways to say a woman's attractive in a polite, respectful way. And one of them is not mommy milkers. Stop it. Grow up. You're an idiot.
Yeah, that's one thing that I didn't really think about, honestly, until you just brought it up, is the difference in trolls between male streamers and female streamers. Because that is, like, in my opinion, totally black and white.
100%.
Males get a lot of, "You're shit at this game. Why are you even streaming? I bet you live in your mom's basement and eat Cheetos and drink Mountain Dew and chalky milk all day." Whereas women just
Wait, I do that.
Oh,
I do drink chalky milk.
Oh my god, I do
Doritos
too.
all day. Same. They're so right.
I mean, I don't live in my mom's basement, but the other two definitely.
Sounds like a great time.
Whereas women on Twitch or streaming whatever, they get objectified immediately. Which, if you're a fan of TikTok, like thirst traps, they've just found a way to make their stats go up, monetize on it. Thank you. Whereas, I mean, Twitch streamers can do that as well, but I don't know. I find it really just disgusting that, not disgusting. That's a really harsh term, but those people that go into streams just like, "Oh, show me your mommy milkers, get naked for me and I'll follow." That's filthy. That's just absolutely disgusting, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Oh, okay. There are a lot of female streamers that are there. Yes, they're looking beautiful. They're looking hot. They're looking sexy, and it's because it gives them confidence. They're
Not
not
there for
dressing
you.
for you. They're not dressing
Yeah.
for you. They're dressing for them because that's what they feel good in, or that's what they want their stream to be. That's what they want their content to be, and that's 100% fine. Just don't go in there and be like, "Get naked for me," because that's just gross.
Yeah. Maybe I am far too monogamous. At the ripe old age of 10, I had a crush on a girl. She was the only girl I thought of. At 16, I'm like, I want to date you, and her dad said no. And so I waited till I was 18 and asked again, and he said it's up to her. And so I dated her and married her. It's the only girl I've ever thought about as my wife.
And you
It's
did.
the only girl I've
You
ever
did it
been
anyway.
with. Yeah, I did anyway. So like, I'm far too monogamous for this, because when I see guys do this, I'm like, how could you even contemplate saying something like that? Like, okay, I say that to you and like Mr.Koopla walking in there, like, oh,
Right,
what's
for
that
sure.
beard do? But like,
Yeah,
we
uh-huh.
have that understanding before I go in there that we're just gonna make fun of each other, and we all know it's a joke. I can't imagine someone actually being serious or saying that to someone they don't know.
Right.
It blows my mind.
It does. And coming from, like I said, a self-defense background, and I've trained in martial arts for 12 years. I teach self-defense, which started as a women's self-defense class, but then we were like, why does it have to be women's self-defense? Just make it a general self-defense thing, because guys deal with just as many issues as women do. They may be different, but they're the same issues at the core. So women, they really get berated by trolls. And
you know what? Some women, as you said, capitalize upon that, and I know it's not a great term, but the term everyone will think of is the stream thoughts. Like, I personally don't think of any of them as thoughts. They're just content creators, whatever. But they
Right.
definitely capitalize on the more sexualized nature of their audience. That's fine. Not my cup of tea, but I've been in a few of them. There are still great streamers and great content creators, just not personally for me. And they capitalize on that aspect of guys just being weird. But then there's like so many, like Cheese Bear. Cheese Bear's
guys
a
just
sweetheart.
being guys.
Yeah. Cheese Bear's a sweetheart. And if you go in, like, me and Ronan are both mods for Cheese Bear, so if any of y'all go in there and mess with her, nah. We don't allow it.
And that was one thing I was going to mention is Cheese Bear has trolls quite a bit, and I've banned plenty of people off of her channel. And, like, if you go into a streamer's chat and try and troll them, you're not gonna have to fight with the streamer. It's the mods that you're gonna have to fight with, and that is 100% more scary than the streamer.
Yeah. So deal with trolls how you see fit on your channel. We're not saying our ways are the best ways. As even Ronan said, I'm far too forgiving and far too willing to banter with people than he is. And I've only banned one person from my stream. I'm pretty sure in total. And so now we're just going to move on to another type of streamer, or another type of viewer that we usually get, which is your regulars. This one we don't have to address that much, because if they're your regulars, they're already coming back. You already have that retention with them.
Right. If they're your regulars, they, like, you've already built a relationship with them, and they know what they're coming into with their chat. And because you've built a relationship, they can come in and poke fun and make jokes and make fun of you. And you just know that it's in a supportive way. Yeah.
So for retention-wise, we don't really have much to say about regulars because you already have accomplished the retention aspect of it. One thing we personally do is we like to reward regulars. One thing on our Guilded is VIPs. If you're a regular and a streamer and we get to know you and get to know your content really well, you can become a VIP, which automatically shouts you out in our Guilded anytime you go live. And that's just a way we can just honor those who get... Why would anyone watch us, Ronan? We're dumb guys streaming, but they do, and it doesn't make sense to me.
I know. I don't get it either. Like I said, personally, I think your personality, not persona, personality, and just, I feel like you're a lot better with content creation in general. Like your TikToks, you're better on Twitter. I don't know. And I don't know. Maybe it's not better. Maybe it's not better. Maybe it's just different.
you have regulars that never once stop by my chat, and I have regulars that don't stop by your chat because they're looking for different things.
Right, for
and
sure.
They're both looking for that interaction that me and you have, because I mean, personally, I feel like I'm a way better content creator playing with you than not.
Right.
Because
like we've said before, we're two heads of the same chimera, and we've built this fantastical beast that is
the
Small Brain Gang, which
Small
took
Brain
on
Gang.
a mind of its own. And did you know, like, I've been watching the Gilded, and we've gone from 68 to 77, I think.
Yeah, we got 5 in one day after I announced our podcast on TikTok. Like that new guy who came in, he's from TikTok. He actually is like, oh man, I've been looking to network and stuff.
Cryptic?
Yeah.
Cryptic.
Yeah. It's like, I've been looking to network and stuff. I just know where to start. And I'm like, bruh, I have a fun little community.
I know.
We love networking. But we also, if you're wondering how to encourage, activity or returnability and retention for other people who aren't your regulars, the lurkers and some new people in there, we have some resources that have worked pretty well for us.
One thing I wanted to touch base on before we moved into the resources and stuff for returnability is for your regulars, when they come into your stream and you're chatting with them and you're having a good time, remember something that they said or that they had mentioned in your chat to engage with you for next time. Like, say, Anicia came in and was like, "Oh, I'm looking at getting this new game tomorrow, but I have to wait till tomorrow to get it." And then so your next time you stream, you go, "Hey, how was Graveyard Attendant or Giver?" I know she loves this game.
Yeah.
But you just ask them about, "Oh, how was that game that you wanted to get, or have you picked it up yet?" Or, "Oh, you were looking for a new job, 2 days ago, or had an interview. How'd the interview go?" Think about that and just keep that in the back of your mind for when you see them next time.
Yeah, and that's a goal. I feel like we bring up Anicia every single stream. Dude.
We do.
She's a staple. Can you tell?
Even though Fouts is like, you don't have to mention her every stream or every.
Apparently,
podcast.
we do.
It's just it's just a reflex, honestly.
Yeah. Or like another good example is Darth Killer.
Killer.
Anicia's,
yes, I was thinking of
Anicia's
Killer too.
Anicia's boyfriend, Darth Killer. He was a more quiet lurker for a long time. And one thing that really had him engage in our chats and become a little bit more of a regular, a little more talkative, was actually that Killer has made a game, and we both played the game. And actually, if you guys want to play his game, we have a link to his game over in our Guilded, so you can go over to his Discord and download this game, because it's a phenomenal game.
I almost binged it in one night. It was about. I want to say it was about at least 8 somewhere within 8 to 10 hour gameplay.
Yeah.
And the characters, the story, the little hidden chests around the world.
Yeah.
It's so enveloping that I didn't want to stop playing it. And now we're just sitting here waiting for his next one.
Yeah, we're waiting for it.
Oh,
Killer,
I can't
if you're
wait.
listening to this, hurry up.
Yeah, Killer.
But moving on, we do have some helpful resources to encourage activity and returnability from people who, are your regulars, aren't your regulars, lurkers. For one thing we mentioned 1,000 times, I'll mention it again because it's very important. Never stop talking. If you have 10 lurkers and no one's chatting, just keep talking. No one wants to come into a stream and then want to be the first one talking. It's kind of awkward. When you walk into a party and everyone's just quiet and you're like, "Hey guys."
Right.
It's weird.
That dead silence.
Yeah.
Section, you want to cut that out as much as possible, just because it's creepy and awkward.
What I like to do is I sing to myself about random things that I'm doing, and it's never fun or it makes sense.
Yeah, and one thing you can do to break that awkward silence is just talk to yourself about what you're doing in the game. Like 100%. I'm doing a run through of. I know you said it again. We're getting that merged.
We have to now.
100%. I'm doing a run through of Resident Evil 4 right now, pistols only, and I'll literally just be talking like, "Oh my god, I only have 20 rounds left in my pistol. I gotta find some pistol ammo. Where can I find some pistol ammo?" Or, "Oh, I know because I played it 100 times. I'm like, oh, I'm coming up on this part. I need to prepare for that." And just talk like, "Oh my goodness, there's a zombie and he's coming to attack me." Just talk about what you're doing in game. And just be like, I'm going to knife you.
A good way to look at it is your stream YouTube worthy? Could you take your VOD and upload it to YouTube to where people would be interested in watching it? Or are they going to have a 10-minute stretch of quiet and they're like, okay, like no one's going to watch a YouTube video where someone says nothing. So make your streams YouTube worthy. And you can Twitch has a fun little button where you can just go upload to YouTube in one click and your VODs are on YouTube. So make them YouTube worthy, because that helps with chat interaction and possibly a second way, as we talked about before, a second source of getting followers. Also, if you are an affiliate, channel points are phenomenal. You can do some pretty fun things with channel points.
But beware of hydrate.
Delete hydrate. Delete it now.
Delete hydrate.
Don't do hydrate. Hydrate's the worst thing. I have tripled the value of hydrate.
Or just make the channel point redemption so high that no one's ever going to be able to use it, or put a timer on it where one person gets to use it per stream, and then that's it.
Maybe it's just our community hates us.
That could be.
But
because here's the worst part. Like the hydrate, I hydrate with beers most of the time. I don't keep water at my desk. I have a mini fridge with beers and liquors in my little mini bar. So when I hydrate, I have to drink a beer, and then they'll come in and they'll just spam hydrates and hydrates. Where I'm like,
37.
Hey, I'm not getting smashed on stream. That's not what I want my content to be. I drink during stream, yes, but I keep it. I know my limits, and I keep it to a point where I can still be active and not falling asleep on my mic.
37. 37 is the most I've gotten hydrates in a row. That is one drink of something 37 times in a row from 4 people. Anisia is the worst. She does it. She does 10 of them back to back by herself.
Batch. I'd say Batch is
real Batch
we
plays.
Love Batch.
Oh my gosh.
We love real Batch plays, but he's the worst. He'll come into your chat, spam hydrates, and then go, bye, because he lives in Australia, so he's going to bed.
So it's like 3 a.m.
Yeah, and then he's like, just wanted to make you chug something. I'm out.
I have literally, when I had to do that 37 times, at the end of it, there was like 10 more hydrates. And I'm like, I was looking at them, and I'm like, guys, sorry, I'll give you all the channel points back for the entire stream. Don't make me drink anymore. I'm not feeling good.
Right, and that is one way to deal with it. You just tell your chat, I'm not drinking that much, because I've done it with water, and it still gives me a stomachache. So I'm like, I'm just gonna refund your points. You can use them at another date for something else.
Not now.
I can't do it now.
Yeah, but there's also other things. But man, if you have a chat that is just because we've definitely encouraged the hydrates from our reactions. We're never mad about it. We like to play that we're mad, but it's funny.
Right?
It's always funny.
It's all in fun, and we get that.
Yeah, and so we've definitely built that dichotomy with our chat that, if they're ever like really busy, let's spam 15 hydrates as they're in the final ring of Apex, and we're having to chug with one hand and scream in the other. Like. It's funny, but at the same time, man, is it annoying? God, if anyone from the small brain is listening, stop.
Stop. But besides hydrate, there are so many other channel points that are super fun and super engaging to your chat. Like I've got one that's like change your hat, because I have a bunch of hats, and I use it for mask as well, because I have a bunch of like Halloween masks and stuff. Like I have Locke from Nightmare Before Christmas mask. I have a Tiny Tina mask. I have a bunch of masks and a bunch of different hats. So people can be like, hey, change your hat for 800, 1200 points. And I'll run and change my hat up. And there's just tons of things. Go look at them on Twitch. There's so many.
And, I mean, you can program to do anything you want. Make punishments. Punishments are hilarious. Hey, 10,000 channel points and I'll eat a handful of Bean Boozles. I had that for a while until Anisia had 1,000,000 points, and she redeemed it multiple times, and I'm like, nah, I'm deleting this, giving you points back, nah.
I know friends that were part of that stream, and they regaled me of the tales.
Because I almost choked because I have either donations give me Bean Boozled, but if you do a $10 donation, I actually have my a jawbreaker that I suck on till it's gone, and they kept spamming beans as I was having a jawbreaker in my mouth, and then I was chugging water for a hydrate, and someone did another donation, which is a jump scare, and I almost swallowed it. And they all got scared for me because I was choking.
That's funny.
So be careful, guys. Don't do stupid things like us.
Yeah,
but
be safe.
Some things that I have on mine is I definitely have my voice changer, which does a little something like this.
Extremely annoying sounds. Like, no one enjoys this, and it lasts for 1 whole minute.
But you can do some fun things with this thing. So, voice changer. People have that for bits. I personally do it for free because it costs me nothing to set up, and it's just funny, especially when you're really intense, like the last ring of Apex, and you're like, Ronan,
I'm sitting there like, what are you saying right now? I don't know what you're talking about because I can't actually hear the words you're saying. And then I get shot in the head for 1 billion damage, and we're like, well, we just lost another 100th round of Rage Packs.
And that's just it's a fun little thing you can put in there, and it's completely free if you have. Well, I'm not sure if it's completely free. Voice mod is what I use. I think it's free for the most part, but I also got a $12 lifetime membership, and I'm not sure what that got me extra, but I use it religiously for everything.
He does. He uses it a lot. I don't have one yet because I'm poor.
$12, dude. $12 for the subscription.
I think I have 10 in my wallet. If you want to loan me $2.
Okay, I'll do it, bro. Just for you.
I want my $2. I want my $2. That's another movie I bet you haven't seen. Moving on. Another thing that I'm sure, I mean, you've been doing this really well. You've been trying to get more active with this chat community or chat engagement is Streamloots.
Yes, love Streamloots.
Streamloots is a big thing. It's like channel points, except you pay money to get these basically like playing cards for different games or different scenarios or genres that you can play during stream. And they just do a lot of things. Like a big one in Apex is there's one that makes you drop your weapon. So you can have a fully modded weapon and someone plays drop your weapon. You have to drop that fully modded weapon and go find something else.
Or like Dead by Daylight is one that I've been mostly spammed with, where I'm running from the killer, and then someone play a channel point card, or a Streamloot card, and they'll say crouch for the next minute, and so I have to crouch, run away from the killer, and I'm like, no.
And Streamloots is something you can also do for giveaways for channel point redemptions. Do 5,000, 6,000 points, get a pack of Streamloots for free.
Yeah, Streamloots, like you can give as many of those cards away for free, so it doesn't have to cost them a dime. It's like $1 for a pack of 3 cards, so it's not bad to begin with. But we don't know everyone's demographic for range of financial stability or anything like that, so you don't want to have them missing out on this fun little thing. So I do. If we ever have a new event or a giveaway or a fun stream, I'll be like, hey, anyone who showed up the stream, I'll give them 5 Streamloot packs, which is 15 cards, or channel point redemptions, where I think it's 5,000 for 1 card, and then up to 50,000 for 9 packs, which is
of 3
27 cards. Yeah. And that one's Anisia's redeemed that one a few times, so I'm not looking forward to next time I play Dead by Daylight.
Right, and there's jump scares. There's so many cards, and you can customize cards as a streamer as well. You can make your own cards for Streamloots. So it's a really great way to get your chat engaged with your gameplay and your channel.
And it's also a really good partnership program. I'm currently an affiliate with Streamloots, and I'm on my way to partner, but I just haven't been using it as much as I would like to. And they do offer some really good benefits for people who are partnered with them. So it's a good way to get your foot in the door for partnerships, which we should have a stream on that someday. Partnerships and different affiliations.
Yeah, that'd be a great topic for an episode. Yeah. Besides Streamloots, do you have anything else to say on Streamloots?
Nothing more on Streamloots, but I did want to mention one of my favorites that I annoy Ronan with immensely. I like channel points for sound effects.
Sound effects are great. And there's so many ways to do sound effects, whether it be through channel points or through your bot. Just having sound effects that the chat can use is just it's such a great way to get your chat engaged.
My favorite sound by far is the one from my buddy. You guys look him up. Mad Dog Grogan over on Twitch is this guy right here.
Toxic, bro.
Toxic,
that
bro.
one.
Oh, that's so good. I need that sound effect for real, because I get toxic quite a bit when we're playing games, and I just want to like spam that toxic, bro. Yo, that's toxic, bro. You got that
that's
one?
toxic, bro.
There it is. Play it one more time. I'll be quiet.
Yo, that's toxic, bro.
Yeah.
I love my Markiplier ones.
It's made of bullshit. It's made of bullshit.
You right.
So these are just some examples of some sound clips, and you can find sound clips online for free.
Yeah.
You download them to your computer if you're using.
Be careful.
Yes.
Be careful which site you go to.
Sorry.
I got 37 viruses once because I clicked the wrong download. If there's a big flashing green button that says download, don't do that one.
Double check your links and do your research before you try and get these. But there are a lot of safe websites out there too. I can't remember which one we use for all those sound effects that I got, but there's...
Yeah, for me, on VoiceMod, when in the sound effects area, they actually have a link to their site, which has safe links.
Oh, cool. Perfect.
Yeah.
And they can be free redemptions just with my Mix It Up bot, which I use because Mix It Up bot is the best bot by far.
Is the best bot. If you disagree, you just don't know.
It literally tells you how to code and how to set up certain commands for your channel. So it says, you just click on the down button, say choose sound clip from file, pull the file in, and then you do !scare, which is one of mine, which is a big loud jump scare. And people in your chat for free can just hit !scare and it'll play the sound clip. And it's a great way to engage.
And you can limit how many times per stream it can happen. You can limit who gets to push it. You can limit you can limit so many things on it. It's great. But one thing I really enjoy about your stream is that card game you do. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, so if you don't have games to play on like digitally on stream, you can always take a board game, a card game, something you have at your house that you've owned. Like I have the card game Super Fight, which is where the players are supposed to pick, one character card and then one card. Here, I'll draw one really quick. So let's see here. We have, that's the wrong side. Let's go with this card here. I have a dragon that is, here we go, armed with a nail gun, and then you put it up against another hero, which is going to be the kindergarten class that is unaffected by impact.
Ooh, that would affect the nail gun.
I know. The nail gun is absolutely meaningless at this point.
But they're not immune to fire. And it's still a dragon. I'm giving it to the dragon.
You're giving it to dragon, okay. But that's a kindergarten class. That's 30 plus kindergartners.
It's a fucking dragon.
That's true, yeah. But anyway, so this is just an example. You can play, and then so you do that, and then you start talking to your chat, and you can even make a poll, which is what I do. I start a Super Fight poll for like 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you want to set it to. And then we just talk about it in chat, like, why would the dragon win? Well, what setting are they in? Are they in a classroom, or are they at the top of a volcano? We don't know. And we just discuss, like, okay, let's go with this one. And then you vote on it on the poll, and then whatever wins, one of them gets thrown away, and then whoever redeems the next Super Fight starts the next challenger.
And it's honestly one of the greatest. I didn't even know that was a thing, and it was one of the greatest ways I've seen Ronan engage his chat fully, because there's nothing more than people who are watching Twitch love to engage in than really dumb hypotheticals like that. It's just hilarious, Everyone wants to be involved. Everyone's giving their opinion. There's a poll at the end. Honestly, I was amazed when Ronan first pulled it out. This is a phenomenal way to get people to engage and honestly to return, because they're going to remember you for that.
Right, and the reason I started this was because, like, you had a lot of ways to engage in your chat. Like, this is really when I first started as a Small Brain Gang partner. You had a lot of ways to engage your chat. You had your voice changer. You had your point redemptions, because I haven't hit affiliate yet, and all these things. And I was like, okay, what can I do? Because, like, I didn't have a lot of money. I was like, what can I do to engage my chat more? And I was like, I can just play a card game with them. And just start a poll over camera. And that worked out beautifully. It's still redeemed a bunch of times on my channel.
And there's a bunch of other fun commands that we do over here in the Small Brain Gang. I have a salt command where if someone's being salty, you can tag them. and he'll pull up 2 salt shakers and their name in between them, and he'll sprinkle them with salt. And it'll just be like, do you want some tequila and lime with all that salt you've got going on, Ronan? And that's just a fun way to people to tease each other. There's also a hug command. We'll pull up both profile pictures of hugging each other. Like, just different ways to keep your chat, like, wanting to type things.
Right, definitely. And the last thing we're going to do, if you have a community out there, or you're building a community, you have 12 people in your community, you have 6 people in your community, and you want to engage with them, even your viewers, be careful with getting new viewers in, because we've had a lot of, and I'm talking, sorry, I should probably say what the topic is about, community nights. We have 2 to 3 community nights now a week, where we...
Not planned, it's just the community really wants to hang out.
Yeah, right. Well, we've got our Dead by Daylight on Tuesdays, which we call Dead by Tuesdays, where we take our VIPs mainly, and some viewer, like new viewers, and some people that don't play all the time with us. Well, we'll just play Dead by Daylight all night long, and it's so fun. We have fun killing each other and running away from each other, and there's so many good moments that happen in Dead by Tuesdays. And
then we have like Gargaphone, we have Among Us, we have Jackbox
Gardic
Party,
right.
Gardic Phone. Yeah, I can't pronounce things. But community nights, and it's really brought our community together. I will say this as a warning: community nights can get pretty exhausting, because you're there, you wanting to play like Apex or something, and then everyone's wanting to play community night, and you feel obligated to play community night. So one thing me and Ronan have recently had to go through is kind of be like, okay, we love community nights, but we're going to try not doing every single stream a community night, and we've been getting a really good balance of it.
Right, for sure. And one of the things we've done, because we were like, oh, we have to be there for every community night. No, you don't. A community night is for the community. If we're there, yeah, we enjoy it and we have fun. But if we want to play Apex, or we're just not feeling like streaming that night, we can be like, hey, mods or people in the community, tonight's a community night. We're going to be out of it, but you guys get together and go have fun. Go kill each other and have a riot.
That's when I officially felt like our community had a foundation. Community nights happen regardless if me or Ron are there. Movie nights happen regardless if we're there or not. We always want the Small Brain Gang to be bigger than what we are, and it's becoming that, and we're very excited. So we are going to be wrapping this up today, and so we're just going to jump into this, where if you're wanting to join this community, in the link in the bio of Anchor or in the bio of Spotify, you'll find a little website link to our Guilded if you want to join it. It's a phenomenal community of supportive people, and we've been really helping each other and really supporting each other, and it's the greatest community. What can I say?
Exactly. There's no sugarcoating it. Just tell what it is. It's the greatest community out there.
Hands down.
Hands down. If any big, like, super good communities hear this, we're not, like, this is we're biased. We're biased. We're biased.
We're challenging them.
We're challenging them? Are we
we're challenging them.
Oh, God.
Straight
up.
Okay.
Oh, God. We're probably going to regret this later. But definitely check out our Guilded. Check out our streams. Mine at Ronan Maverick. Twitch.tv/Ronan Maverick. And you can find the link to both of our streams down there. Luke, what is your Twitch channel?
Twitch.tv/Luke Nero, and also we also have in our bio to Fate's YouTube, who does the music for this channel and for both of our channels over on Twitch, and we also have Mr.Koopla, who is the one who did our logo for the Small Brain Gang podcast. It's such a nice logo.
I didn't know he was going to go so ham on it.
We didn't ask him to. He just did. It blew my mind.
And it's so mind-blowing. Like, every time he updated us, I was like, oh my God, it looks so fucking good.
It was great. So check out twitch.tv/Mr.Koopla. That's MRKOOPLA. Definitely, his content's amazing. So that's all we have for tonight. We want to appreciate everyone who's listening to these podcasts, because we don't know how to podcast, and our first podcast has been phenomenal. We had great numbers off the bat. Really appreciate the support, but we are new at this, so we're going to have we're going to have stutters, we're going to forget what we're saying, we're going to not know what we're saying, we're going to circle back a lot. We're learning as we go, but the support we got from our episode 0 was phenomenal.
Right, and we're getting better every time we record.
I think so. So let us know how we're doing. Pop over to our Twitter. Pop over to our YouTube, which all the podcasts are going to be able to YouTube as well, along with on Spotify. And hopefully by the time this episode comes out, it's also going to be on Apple Play, or Apple Podcast, and Google Podcast as well.
Awesome. That sounds good. So let's go ahead and wrap up, everyone. Thank you so much for listening with us today on our topic of viewer engagement.
And don't forget, you all are the extra most best of best people I've ever met, and we've had the pleasure of hanging out with you tonight and on stream. We love all of you.
Cheers, everybody, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace and blessings. Good night.
And that's the wrong headphone.
I was totally not just deep throating my mic. It's fine. We're so dumb. Anyway,
we're so dumb.
Mommy milkers.